around 9 and I've been piddling around looking at Instagram and checking out some of my favorite YouTubers. I was so excited to see this notification was going to come up because LaTanya posted something on Instagram saying that this was coming soon. So yay! So happy to have a vlog from LaTanya at Smarty Style to watch. And I've got a whole playlist of people I want to catch up on today. Yesterday, I just was kind of a lump on the couch. I did a lot of things on the computer, planning for next week and thinking ahead to the next couple weeks. We have conferences coming up. Report cards will be due. And then at the end of March is spring break. So I am just going to try to do as much as I can until spring break. I'm going to try to keep it fun and engaging and keep the learning going, keep myself motivated so I can make it to spring break. So I'm going to sit here and watch Smarty Style, and then later I will share my plans for the week so you can kind of see what I'm doing, and I'll check back in with you later. Is one of the awesome things that I'm going to be diving into today. So I saw on Brandy's vlog, Bunny's Classroom, several months ago, I think she posted this, that she uses Kagan strategies, and this is one of the books that she uses for the strategies. And so I'm finally getting a chance to open it. I've had it for a few weeks, but you know how it goes, priorities. So, and teacher tired, it's a real thing, people, it's a real thing. So I'm finally going to open this up and get some ideas because I want to start something tomorrow. Yeah, because coming off of Dr. Seuss week, it could be rough, people. It could be really rough. So I want to have my game face on. So I'll let you know what I decide to do out of here. There are lots of great ideas. So I'll pick something to start with tomorrow. Grr, do you see this? I don't know if it's my computer or if it's YouTube, but I'm having a heck of a time getting YouTube to load today. I just finished watching Smarty Style, and it took a while for her video to process to play. And I've been trying to watch Jeremy Michael books since like Thursday and have had trouble with that. So, grr, hopefully it works now. I finally loaded, so now I can get on his. See? I watched a little bit of it right here, but I couldn't get the rest of it to play. It kept freezing. So, I don't know if it's our internet, if it's YouTube, if it's my computer. I don't know. So, wish me luck, because I really want to watch my people. Okay, I have my lesson plans about made. Sorry about the squiggles. I'm showing you my computer screen. So this is for next week. It's my last week of late bus duty. I'm so excited. And then I have morning duty, which is totally fine. That won't be bad at all. Okay, so if you can kind of see, there are our spelling words right here. And then it's going to be tooth week because I'm finally getting to dental health month, which was February. Yeah, better late than never, I guess. So I started, this means daily language and math. That's the kids' morning work when they come in. It's Reagan Tunstall's daily language review and daily math review, and I just copy one on each side of the page. Anyway, I started putting my math warm-ups under here so I know what page to give the kids when they come back from Power Hour. Then for Power Hour, I'm doing time to the half hour, so my activities for that. And if I have links for those, I'll link them below. And then here's my 2 last Go Math lessons in Chapter 9. Woo! Then we have a test. And then I'll show you some of the tooth activities that we'll be doing this week. Well, you know, I love these strategy games. And this is from the Winter Strategy Games pack from Miss DeCarbo. And this one's really, really cute. And I've got little bags of mini marshmallows to use for teeth to put all over these little tooth graphics. So the kids can play that next week. For the beginning of Power Hour on Monday, we're going to watch a time to the half hour video off YouTube. And then I turned this into a PowerPoint. So I just screenshot all of these little cards and made a slide out of each one. There are 12. It comes in black and white too. You can use it as a center or a scoot game. And then I have copied this recording sheet. And so we're just going to go through the PowerPoint. I'm going to have the kids color in the time that is on each one. And then we will go through it and make sure that they got them all right. Because it will be our introductory time to the half hour lesson. Some of them will have had that Go Math lesson by the time they get to me, and some of them will not have. So it'll be interesting to see the discrepancy in what they know and what they don't know. This is something I made for my little friends to play one of our days this week. And I will link it below in my Google Drive so that you can grab a copy if you'd like to use it in your classroom. All right, man. No pressure. Woohoo! Look at that! Another point for Team Blue.
The A you'll never hear. Can say you say the A, but not the Y. But isn't it neat? So much for us to see. Silently, silently.
I feel bad for him.
Could never wear a robe.
Hey there. This is the first chance I've had to get on camera all day. It's lunchtime. My kids had music practice during their specials time, and so I stayed up there and got them organized on the risers and all that kind of stuff. And then I ran around and made some copies so I could get myself ready for the week. And then it's time to get them for lunch, so now they're at lunch. I thought I'd just show you what I'm wearing. So for Instagram today, for the March Motivation Teacher Photo Challenge, it's day 5, and you're supposed to post your favorite outfit. So I thought I'd just wear it today, and then I can have my daughter take a picture and I can put it on Instagram later. So you've seen this before a couple times. I really like this floral shirt that's flowy with the little undershirt, little tank, and the jewelry. I have my new nails, that's what I was trying to show you, and just a cheapy ring from Walmart. But got my St. Patrick's Day nails on. My pants are navy blue leggings and my really comfy boots that I like to wear. So that's the whole deal. And I just don't have a lot of time. So I'm going to just go sit down and do stuff while I talk to you. So we had a fun morning. I showed you little snippets of what we did. In Power Hour, you saw that clock PowerPoint thing that I did. And all I did was take, it was basically a Scoot game. And I screenshot each of the Scoot like cards. And I made a PowerPoint slide out of each card. And then I copied the recording sheet and I gave it to all the kids, and I just used it like a beat the clock kind of game where I just, you know, showed the slide and they colored in the right time. I don't think I have a recording sheet. Oh yeah, I do. This was the recording sheet for it. So I said, okay, friends, I did the first one with them after we watched a video of Time to the Half Hour, which I think I showed part of that too. And I will link everything below in case you want to use it for your time unit. If you don't have to click on it, so that's good too. Okay, so they just colored in. I told them get a marker, get a crayon, whatever you want to use to color in the correct time for each slide. So I said on the first one, which one would you color in? I said, think about it for a second. I will count to 3 and then tell me which one you would do. And they told me. So that's what we did on each one of them. I gave them time to look at it. I said, mark the answer on your paper. Color in the right time. It showed the clock. I think you saw that. And then they had to color in what matched. So, and then some of them would say the wrong answer, and I'd go, oh, I can see why you might think that, but remember when we're doing time to the half hour, where is the hour hand going to point? Where is the minute hand going to point? So it was really telling, so I could see, sorry, I'm falling off my chair, I could see the ones that were struggling, like they would get some of them, but not all of them, and I think that, I don't have a clock here, but here's some clocks. I did this with my class today, green egg clocks, because I didn't get it done last week, but whatever. We did it today for our math warm-up. I can see that maybe when they get on this side, it makes more sense because the hand makes sense where it is. But then over here, it changes what side it's on, if that makes sense too. I don't know, that might be a little confusing for a 6- and 7-year-old. So we went over each one of them individually. I've got some hair issues today. It's the least of my worries. I can deal with that. Yeah, so yeah, we did this. And then we had about 5 minutes. So I said, flip over your paper. We're going to do, what's it called? I think it's a Kagan strategy. Crud, what do you call it? Crud. I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, we played this game where I showed them the time on my big Judy clock. I think I can get to it. I made a time on my big classroom Judy clock, and I did not have this. I did that. And I said, okay, write on your paper. I just killed time. Oops. It's called Showdown. Oh gosh. I thought I was never going to think of that name. Okay. Played Showdown. Okay. I think that's a Kagan thing. I'm not positive. Might be something else. Anyway, a lot of times you do this with a whiteboard. So you ask them a question, they write their answer on the whiteboard, they keep it a secret, and then you say Showdown, and they flip up their boards, and you could scan the room and see who's getting it and who's not. It was really awesome. So we did that for a couple of them, and then it was time to go. But that was nice because then I could see, oh, I see a couple of them are not quite getting which one you look at when you're doing time to the half hour. I'm always telling them, you look back. You have to look back on the clock. Actually, for you, it would be that way, I guess. Look back for the half hour. And I even explained to them, sorry, I need to eat my lunch too, that it's kind of like, you know, your birthday's coming up. Like if your birthday's coming up in April, but you're 6 right now, can you tell people you're 7? Like you really, really want to because you want to be 7 so bad. But should you tell people that you're 7? Because are you 7? And they're like, no. But you're on your way to being 7. So right now, what are you? 6. But you're more than 6, right? You're kind of like halfway between maybe, or a little bit more than 6. Kind of like you're almost in 2nd grade, but you're not finished with 1st grade yet. So we're not there yet. So you can't call yourself a 2nd grader yet. You can't call yourself a 7-year-old yet till you've had your birthday. And I said, that's kind of like the clock. If it's in between the 1 and the 2, you can't say it's 2 o'clock yet because they're not there yet. You have to get there first. It has to touch the 2 first. It has to tag the 2 before it can be 2 something. Right now it's still 1 something. So all this space is 1. And they're like, oh, so hopefully some light bulbs went off. I don't know. And I did that with my class too, because some of the kids that are having trouble with the time to the half hour that are in my power hour group, some of my kiddos have trouble with that too. But they are in the mixed group. So we did a time to the hour group, a time to the half hour group, just separate. Then we did a mixed group because on their test they have to do hour and half hour on the same page. So we have a group for that. Then we have a group that's every 15 minutes. So it's o'clock, 15, 30, and 45. And then there's a group time to the minute. And that's, of course, our high kids that totally get everything. So I'm not sure I'm going to eat this pizza. It's breakfast pizza from the kitchen. It's kind of dry. Anyway, so that's what we did for that. This is what I'm doing for spelling today. Can't see my page there. This is really cool because you put the words in there one time for each list and it populates all the pages that go with that. Yep. It's really awesome. So like I put Every Pretty Jump Green 4 into my list for list 1 because I just started this. And it made all the pages. And it's in my pile back here somewhere. I made a bajillion copies. I'm not even kidding. I'll show you how many copies I made. This counter was clear. All of this was today. Like not all of this, but like this stuff was all today that I made for the week. And I'm not sure I have everything, but I have pretty much everything. We are going to be starting our tooth experiment. I have 2 boiled eggs in my fridge and I'm going to show them that. I'm going to put it together so they can see it happen. And then we will be looking at it every day this week to see what happens with it. So I'm going to have one of the eggs in dark soda. And I had, from our Valentine party, we had some leftover root beer. And it's probably really flat. So that's going to be perfect for our soda. And then the other one will go in vinegar, which I have a big thing of vinegar I have a big thing of vinegar under my sink that we can use. And I have little containers. I'll try to show you later. If nothing else, I'll show you after it's done what it looks like. And we will document the progress of it every day. And the thing that I'm going to use, I actually have my own dental thing, but I kind of want it to be less because my dental egg experiment, yes, play on words, I love that, is with 3 liquids. We do the vinegar, we do the soda, and we also do milk. And I'm like, in the interest of time this week, because I'm trying to test as well, I just am doing 2 things. I feel like faster, and they can look at them quicker. But so I use Sarah Cooley's pack. It's The Adventures of Supertooth and the Cavity Villains. And I'll show you that too. There's a little book. Really cute little book. Talks about Supertooth and all these little cavity creepies that come around and they're in the land of Sparkletooth. And how they fight the cavity villains. So that's really cool. We used to have an assembly, but we don't have it every year. I think they try to do it like once every 3 years. So you'll either get to see it in kindergarten, 1st or 2nd grade, and then they'll cycle around again. So that way we used to see it every year. Now we just see it. They see it one time in this building. So stinks if you move in late because you don't get to see it at all, but that's the breaks, I guess. Look at my list of things to do. Now, happily I can check some of these off. But I printed my newsletter out here on the black and white copier. It printed all wackadoo. Like, it didn't have the date on it. Like, there were missing pieces on it. I'm like, why? Why does it do that? It's this new stinking version of Word and PowerPoint. It's messing things up. The formatting's all wonky. Like, it looks fine on the screen, It looks fine when I put it on the print screen. When it prints it, it's not working. So there's some kind of problem between translating the information from my computer to the copier. I always print a color one for my classroom, so I can just take that one and copy directly from the color one. But, grr, how annoying is that? Ugh. Quite, if you were wondering. Alrighty, so, oh, I have a book I need to print too. Gosh. And my computer, for whatever reason, just decided to randomly restart, which you know what that means? It dumped everything that I had minimized on my screen. Everything. I had everything across the top that I was going to print today. It's gone. I have to look it all up again. Stupid computer. Did not make me a happy girl. Had to look at my Scholastic order so I could print it out. I was just not a happy person. Not a happy person at all. No. Here it is. The real one. The other one is a really cool game that we're probably going to play that's by the Primary Techie, but that's not the thing I want to print. The other thing is a PowerPoint that runs. Okay. So there is this cute little book. Okay, here's the little book. It's really cute. See that? There. It's got all kinds of pages. And then the kids have to write the time. Something like that. That will be good. So my class is working on mixed time to the hour and time to the half hour. My power hour group is working on just solely time to the half hour. They got time to the hour. They passed their test flying colors. Aced it. They did not get it when it was mixed time to the hour and time to the half hour. So we're isolating the skills and then we're going to put them back together in the next group because their test is put together. So, yeah. I'm so glad that I can mark some of these things off. I'm happy to say the What Does the Clock book is getting printed right now. The newsletter, lesson plans are done. Experiment book, done. Adventures of Super Tooth, done. Copy grandparent packet, done. Because we have grandparents coming on Friday because we have our music program. So all kinds of wackadoo going on this week too. There's not a normal week in sight for quite a while. But we're just going to roll with it. We're going to roll with it. It's going to be good. The grandparents are going to love it. They always do. So we sing for the school on Wednesday at 2. I think that's right. Yes. Look at my plans. We sing for the parents at 6:30 on Thursday evening. We sing for the grandparents at 1:15 on Friday. But they come to our classrooms at 12:45 for a quick little activity. And one of my buddy teachers over here printed, she found this on TpT, printed this packet. She found one, and we all got it. And so we can print it out. It's like activities you can do with your grandparent, like here's a maze, and here's this and this. I'm like, yes. So I just made it into a little booklet, and they can just go through it. The great thing is there are lots of kids that won't have a grandparent that comes, and they'll still be able to do the activity without the grandparent. They can partner up with another person that doesn't have a grandparent, and they can just be together. It'll be fine. Okay. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. I need to find my Miss DeCarbo pack because I need to print my Tooth Fairy thing. And I went off camera. I have made, oh, these are the Mickey ears for the kids because it's a Disney program. And did I remember to take them to the music practice? No, they're sitting by my desk where I left them. But you know what? It's just as well because they were getting used to being on the risers in the right place. Okay. I made little packets of, these are teeth, mini marshmallows. They were a little bit dry in my pantry. I'm like, these would be perfect for the game. So I'll show you the game. And then you'll see why I did that. Okay, so you know, I've probably driven you nuts with talking about Miss DeCarbo this, Miss DeCarbo that. But I really do love her games. And the kids love her games. And it's great for thinking. Blech. It's great for critical thinking skills. Okay, so this is the game that I'm going to print out to use. Tooth Fairy Frenzy. See that? Oop. There. So they're going to cover all those little teeth. The little manipulative will be marshmallows because those are like little baby teeth. So their goal is to be not the last one that uncovers it because you lose when you do that. So I need to print these in color and then it's about time to get the kids. My alarm will be going off in like literally less than a minute. You'll probably hear it go off and I'll have to scoot on out of here. I need the color one and I need 11 of them because they share and I always have one extra. Fit to the size. Done. I think I may have showed you this when I was telling you what I was planning. This Yeah, I remember showing you this. So this, I'm going to print this too. I don't think I already did. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Oh, time to go get the kids. Time's up for getting anything done now. Okay, well that didn't have to be done today, so I'm good. Because the rest of the day I am testing, and I hope I have enough testing things, because if not, I'm going to be in big trouble. Because I didn't get to do that. So I'm going to test kids for reading skill, because we have report cards due next week, and conferences are next week. And then we're going to try to work on our opinion writing with our donuts. They just need to have a conclusion, and then they need to edit and publish. And then we're going to do our experiment. That's going to be extremely fun. So I will try to pop in later, possibly at recess time. I didn't pop in Friday at recess time because I had kids like coming in and out like mad people. I'm like, why are you coming back in here? You're supposed to be at recess. I need my coat. I said, okay, here's the deal. I gave you the option of taking your coat before we left. No more time for that. You decide before you go out. And if you decide you're too cold, I'm really sorry you made that choice. Maybe you should take it just in case. I'm going to just be hardcore because honestly, they can't be coming in and out from recess for half an hour. Well, 20 minutes. They can't be doing that because half the time I'm not in the classroom, and I don't want them in the classroom without me because it's not safe. Plus, it was interrupting everything I was trying to do. I'm like, I can't get anything done because you keep coming in here. Yeah, I was trying to do stuff and it just wasn't working. So I didn't even try to pick up the camera. I'm like, okay, I'm running around trying to put stuff together because, you know, Fridays are wackadoo and short and really, really busy. So, yeah. I'm going to go grab my lovelies. We're going to come back, have a restroom break, and read some Wonder. We did not read Wonder a lot last week because we were reading Dr. Seuss like crazy. But that's okay. We'll get back to Wonder, get back to semi-normalcy, and I'll let you know how it goes. So I'll check back in with you later. I'm going to get the rest of these put together. I've got a little stack going, and then I'm going to run to the restroom. I can finish these when we get back if I need to. I don't want to, but if I have to, I will. And I'll try to check back in with you later when I leave, or right before I leave, whatever happens. I'll try to check back in with you sometime at the end of the day and give you a recap. It shouldn't have holes. So if you have a cavity, that's bad. Because then, can you get stuff inside a hole? Like if you dig a hole in the ground, can you put stuff in the hole?
Yeah.
Yeah, could you like could you pour soda in your hole?
Yeah.
Could you put dirt in your hole? What do you suppose happens if you have a hole in your tooth? What gets in there? What do you put in your mouth every day?
Food and water.
What would go in your hole, the hole in your mouth?
Food.
Food. Do you ever eat candy?
Yeah.
What makes candy sweet?
Sugar.
Sugar. Would sugar get in your hole?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is sugar good to stay on your teeth?
No.
What can it do to your teeth?
Wait, kill them.
Yeah, it does. It kind of kills them. Yes. To close off your holes. Yes. Okay. Let's look out. Look what else is on here. We're gonna do an experiment. Yes. Because the outside of an egg, after you boil it, these are hard boiled, is kind of like the enamel on your teeth. That's the stuff on the outside of your teeth that makes them strong. So when you bite into a cracker, your teeth don't go fall apart. These are going to be like teeth. Let's see what we need for our egg experiment. Set up 2 cups, one filled with dark soda or cola. The other will be filled with vinegar. Label it cup B. Watch over several days, making notes in your journal about changes in each egg. Before we get really started on this, turn to the next page where it says make a prediction. Do you remember what a prediction is? Okay, raise your hand if you remember. Harmony, can you tell us what a prediction is?
It's like you don't really know it, but you just think it is.
Right, like a really good guess,
Like
right?
a groundhog thing.
Yes, like we predicted if we thought the groundhog would see a shadow or not see a shadow. Now I used to do this with 3 different things. We used to use milk too. We're not using milk this time, but I've obviously done this a few times because I already have containers labeled. Now they're not labeled A, they're labeled vinegar, the smelly stuff. But I'll let you smell it so you can enjoy the aroma. And I used to use Coke, but since we had some of this left over, I thought, why go buy Coke when we could just use this? So it just says a dark soda and a vinegar. So they're already labeled. Okay. So what we need to do is you need to make a prediction. What do you think? These are going to sit in here until Friday. So all of today, then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and most of Friday. So it's going to sit in there for 5 days.
Oh my.
What do you think will happen to the egg that sits in the soda for 5 days? You can either draw the egg or you can write what you think will happen to it in the first little bubble. You you ready for the vinegar? Okay, where's the vinegar smell? Okay, take a tiny smell because you don't want to. It's not like perfume or flour. You want to take a tiny little smell. Those of you that dye Easter eggs might remember this smell from dyeing Easter eggs.
Yeah, I like it kind of.
It's also a kind of a smell that you might associate with pickles.
I love pickles.
It's kind of a pickly smell. And your second bubble, please draw or write what you think will happen to this egg. This is egg B. We will look at this every day and see if we notice anything different. Now you can't really see them that well. You can see them from the bottom though. Can you just write something little in the first day that says what they look like? You're not writing what you think will happen. You're writing what they look like right now. What you observed when I walked around and showed you what the eggs look like right now in the soda and in the vinegar. So I'm eating super healthy.
Thank you.
Getting some stress food. Getting a Coke and fries from McDonald's. Because it's been one of those kind of afternoons. And I'm just feeling fried.
You did it a while earlier today.
For supper. This is what happens when you don't defrost stuff. So you set your oven for like 425 or 450. You pull out some frozen chicken breast. You cover it in Italian dressing and you salt and pepper it and stick in the oven for about 45 minutes and you have baked chicken. It's pretty good, nice and tender. And we'll probably have some microwave sweet potatoes. They're really, really good if you make them kind of like baked potatoes and you put a little butter and salt and pepper on them. Super good. And I'll probably make some cheesy green beans too. So I just pour Italian dressing over it, cover it all, like so. I didn't have a whole bottle, but that'll be enough, I think. Okay, and then salt and pepper it. Crazy salt, and pepper, and put foil over it and bake it for, like I said, about 45 minutes. Check it to make sure it's done. Now these are 2 breasts and these are 2 breasts and they're fused together. So I'm probably going to have to pull them apart when they get a little cooked so they can bake all the way in between them so they're not raw. So I'll check on them about 20 minutes and see how they're doing. Made it home, and now I'm bagging up coins for St. Patrick's Day stuff for next week so I can be ahead of the game, literally. And I'm cooking some chicken, as you saw, for supper. I'll show you how that turns out. I haven't done any cooking for a while on video, so yes, we do eat eventually. And I'm going to try to get my newsletter to work tonight, so we'll see how that turns out. All kinds of more kitty help. So I didn't show you this before I took it apart, but this contained these little bees. Aren't they cute? Cute little bees. So there were 144 in here for like $5, I want to say, something like that. I'll link them below from Amazon because spring's a coming, and these will be great for like games with flowers on them and beehives and whatnot. So I think I might get another package, maybe. Oh my goodness, cats are everywhere. So yeah, I got those bagged up, and look what I scored at Dollar Tree. The one in my town did not have these. They had like mixtures of like blue and green and the clear, like I talked about. The one in the town where I work had all green. Aren't they pretty? But one of them had a hole in it, and so the lady put them, yeah, it's this one. I found the ones that had spilled out on the shelf, and I was just like digging through, getting all the little green ones, but aren't they pretty? They're not super vivid green necessarily, but they're really pretty. The minutes is thinking that's really cool. Those are going to be great for games, and I think I got 6 bags. Now I looked these up on Amazon. For 2 pounds, it was like $12, and I thought, I don't even know how much these weigh. I don't know what that kind of price is. It's horrible, people. Don't do that. Yeah, do not get these from Amazon. It's a terrible deal. These are like 14 ounces for $1. So think about it. You're getting like 2 bags for $12, or you could get 12 bags for $12. Yeah. So I was so glad. Now, since my Dollar Tree didn't have these, I looked online, and they do have them online, but you have to order a case of 24, and it would not have been here until March 16th, which is Friday before St. Patrick's Day. That wouldn't have helped me, because it would be Friday after school when it got here, I'm sure, or when I was able to get it. I would not have had them at all for my games. So I'm going to, wow, my hair is crazy. Let me look at my games and see how many little pieces that each game needs, and I'm going to bag them up. Hello, you're okay. Hi, baby. Mittens. Aren't her eyes pretty? Not so pretty when you're biting me, though. So I thought these are going to be so nice or anything. So I've got 20 bags of these bagged up, and there are 15 in each one. I think one of them had 14 because I was short one in a package. I'm like, I'm not opening another package just for that. So I have 20 bags of 15-ish coins for games, and I've got 12 bags of 12 erasers for spring games. I don't know if I showed you my nails before. I think I kind of did it like a flyby at school, but these were from Dollar Tree last year, and I never used them. And so I was digging through my nails probably at Christmas time because I was bored and I was looking to see what I had, and I went, oh, perfect for St. Patrick's Day. And I'm glad I actually remembered I had them before it was too late, because I could have worn them later, but they're totally for St. Patrick's Day. Look, they're lucky four-leaf clovers. So these are really cute. People at school were like, oh, I love your nails. My kids were like, oh, those are cute. And the lady at the checkout at Walmart, she's like, oh, I love your nails. I'm like, thank you. The lady at Dollar Tree was like, I love your nails. I said, thanks, they're from here. And she's like, what? I'm like, yeah, from last year. She's like, those are so cool. I'm like, I know, really cool. If you haven't heard how I do my nails, I get 2 packages of the artificial nails from Dollar Tree, and I don't use their glue. It's terrible. Ugh, don't even try. Buy the Kiss 5-minute set speed something, maximum speed. It's 5-minute maximum speed, something like that. Kiss nail glue. I get it on Amazon because you can get several packages at a time. They sell it at Walmart or Target, so you can get it anywhere basically. So use the Kiss nail glue. It works really well. Make sure you clean your nails really good. Like put some nail polish remover on to get the oils off your nails. It'll make them stick better. And also, do not take a bath or do dishes right after you do your nails. Like do them after you've done all that stuff and go to bed. Like do them right before you go to bed and let them just like cure overnight. and they're much stronger that way. I'm not even kidding. You can file these a little. I've noticed that the ones with the white designs seem to hold up better. Just you can get away with wearing them longer because all the nails they use are apparently white to start with, and then when the design comes off, it's white underneath. It still looks really bad. But these already have a white background, so they're going to be good. I was debating on whether I wanted to put these on last night or not because St. Patrick's Day is not for like another week after this. It's, you know, almost 2 weeks from when I did my nails. But they should hold up okay, and I can baby them through. They'll be fine. And we have conferences the 15th, so I was hoping they look good for that. Anyway, I'm going to get these going. I bought one more package of these little dudes because I bought all the ones out from my Dollar Tree, and they had one little set at the other Dollar Tree, and I went, yep, I think you're coming home with me. Yep, I need you. So I'm going to get these bagged up. I think I have more in the bag over there. And I'll tell you how many come in a package once I count them. And I think my sweet potatoes have beeped, so I need to check them in the microwave. And it's probably about time to put my green beans in. And my chicken has about 3 minutes left, so we're doing good. I'll check back with you in a little bit. My sweet potato deal. So I have 4 sweet potatoes. I stabbed the crud out of them with like a meat fork. This. I just took out my frustrations, basically. Stabbed them all the way around. Then I laid them on a microwave-safe plate, and I microwaved them for 12 minutes. Then I flipped them, and I'm going to microwave them for another like 3 because they're almost done. There's like a hard spot in one of them, so I'm going to make sure they're good and done. Okay. Then I have 2 cans of green beans, and I think I've showed you this before, but just in case. I drain most of the water out of one can. I don't drain the water out of the other can. I crazy salt, pepper, garlic powder, and onion powder it really well. Mix it up with a spoon. Then I cover it with paper towel, which my daughter has stolen. Look, no paper towels. Paper towels, completely. Anyway, I'll find paper towels, and I'll cover this up. And I'll heat this for like 6 minutes. And then I'll put, I don't know, maybe, I don't even know how much it is, like a 1/4 stick of butter in here and let it melt. And then I'll put Parmesan in it and I'll mix it around, and it's so good. Oh my gosh, so easy and so good. Yummy. So cheesy green beans, baked sweet potatoes, you know, microwave baked, and my yummy marinated chicken in the Italian dressing, and we have a nice meal. So I will catch you later. All right, friends, I counted the bag that was already open of these, and there were like 96 or something in there. So there's about 100 of those in here. And I may have lost a few since that bag was open. I may not have found all of them. Somebody else might have picked them up. I don't know. So I'm going to say there's about 100. I have opened another bag, and so I'll check this one to see, and I'll let you know about that. And stuff's beeping, so I need to check it again. Okay, I just checked my chicken, and if you're cooking 4 frozen breasts, you might want to cook them for about an hour at 425, or maybe like 45 minutes at 450, but you have to check them in between. Just depends on the size of them and everything. And if you had them stuck together, which mine were, but after 20 minutes I checked them and I could cut them apart and separate them. So if yours aren't fused together, they'll probably bake faster. So I'm letting mine bake another 5 or 10 minutes while I am heating up the green beans and doing that kind of stuff, because it can sit there and it won't hurt anything. And I'm going to count more of these little gems. Okay, I've counted my gemstones, and I have 96 in one bag and 94 in another bag. So around 100 for $1. That's pretty good. That's cheaper than those mini erasers. And it's something different. Now these are a little heavier. They're not terribly heavy. I can bag them up, I think. Yeah, but I'm running out of bags. I got some at the store, but I gotta find them. I'm notorious for like, I'll put this over here and I won't forget about it. And then I forget about it. Yep. Okay, so I've got 9 piles of 20. If you're going to do the roll and cover games, they generally need 11 pieces because the answers go from 2 to 12. Now, if you have doubles of things, obviously you're going to need more. The bump games are generally, the people need 11 of each color. So you could do 2 colors of these. That'd be fine. I was hoping I could find yellow, so it'd be like gold and green, but no bueno. I'll use these little guys. They have different designs on both sides of them. So you could give your kids all the same thing with the little coins, because look, this side has like, what does it say on it? It says something. I could read. A 4-leaf clover for good luck. So there's writing on one side, and then the other side just has the 4-leaf clover. So you could say, okay, one of you be clovers and one of you be words. And they could put them whatever direction on their board, and you could do it that way. That worked fine. So they also, like, Oriental Trading has green ones like this, which I thought about getting, but they are way, way more expensive than Dollar Tree. Way. I'm a big fan of Dollar Tree for finding stuff to use for games in the classroom, because it's not going to be a big loss if a kid pockets a few of these, which I'll probably give each of them one on Friday, like for St. Patrick's Day. I will probably actually have our... Oh, I forgot to put the leprechaun out. Oh, I'll do that tomorrow, I guess. I bought... Yeah, I'm scattered. I got a leprechaun pack. It's like Silly McGilly, which I had one little pack for him. I forgot about. Typical. But I saw one on Instagram. I am such an easy mark, I tell you. Put it on Instagram and show me how awesome something is, and I'm jumping on your TpT store like 2 seconds later and checking it out. I don't buy everything, but unfortunately I do buy quite a bit. I need to stop, because I literally have more than one person ever would need. Oh, my green beans are done, so I'm going to check on them. But yeah, so I have 2 Silly McGilly packs, which is cool. So I need to get crack-a-lackin' on that, because St. Patrick's Day is nigh. Ugh, I can't believe I forgot that. I have the little doll, like I got it last year, and the little book. I think I even know where it is. I saw it somewhere in my room. That's the thing. I get there and I forget about that kind of stuff, because I'm thinking about what I need to be doing like today, and not what I need to be doing long term, like the elf on the shelf. Like I had the elf for how long? Like 3 years, and forgot all about it. Yeah. Finally pulled it out this year. Kids loved it. It was amazing. And then I went crazy and got tons of clothes for her, because I didn't know I had a girl. How awesome is that? So she's going to be the best dressed elf walking the runway next year. Yeah. Sister's got it going on. She's styling. Anyway, my little Silly McGilly, he's not going to have clothes. He's a leprechaun. He's going to be here for 2 weeks, in and out. Yeah, so he'll be good. But we're going to be doing some funny little hijinks, because honestly, there's really not a lot of holiday stuff to look forward to. I mean, the kids really like Easter because they love Easter egg hunts, because it's, you know, candy. But that's really the only thing. I mean, they're like Mother's Day. They do something sweet for their moms, but it's not like a woo holiday for kids like Easter is. So really, Easter's the last big hurrah of school. So, and that'll be over. Since Easter is on April 1st, it's like we have, I think I mentioned this morning, but we have, this week we're doing tooth stuff, and next week we're doing St. Patrick's Day stuff, and the following week we're doing Easter stuff. And then the next week is our spring break. And this year, we don't normally do this. This year we have an entire week off. Usually they give us like the Friday before Easter and the Monday after Easter, and that's our spring break. Yeah, we don't get a lot of big breaks, but I'm not complaining, because we got some nice little surprise snow days here and there. Quite a few. I think we had 5. We had 5. And we don't have to make them up. That's the first time ever we haven't had to make them up. I am not going to complain. No. I liked them. It was good. But I'm really over them now. We don't need to have more snow. Now, we have had snow in March before, so hopefully the spring continues. March came in like a lamb, so that's good. Sometimes it comes in like a lion, and we have snow days. But it came in like a lamb this year, and hopefully it will go out like a lamb. That would be good. We can have a nice spring and go into a nice summer. And I'm not doing summer school, even though I probably could use the vacation money, but my mental sanity is worth something too. Yeah. And like I said, I gotta get in my classroom and just get stuff out of there. Like it clutters my mind to think about all the stuff that I need to go through. I'm one of those people that needs to just do sections. Like, okay, I'm going to work on this today and get it all done. Yeah. Like I want to do my closet. My closet's a huge deal. I don't think you've seen my closet before. I think I've shown it before when it wasn't as bad. I don't know if I'm brave enough to show you. I probably will, because we're all friends here, right? And it's not necessarily like messy, like it's not dirty or anything. It's just cluttered, big time cluttered. Like you can tell that I started out organized and it just grew. So yeah, because I need to have a place to store stuff like this. Like I have like 4 of those 3-drawer Sterilite containers that I took out of my room when I put other stuff in, because I was trying to save space. And I put stuff up on the countertop Put stuff on the countertop instead of on the floor because I'm trying to get stuff off the floor as much as I can. So there's more floor space, which is why I got rid of most of my desks. I'm sure a lot of you have noticed I only have 8 desks in my room, and the kids rotate through them every week. I just put their student number on the board, those 8 numbers, and then I rotate. I go all evens, and then I go into odds and evens and odds. Yeah. But they, last year my kids voted to not have desks, and I just kept 8 because I thought, well, they're going to want a desk sometimes. And they did. But I didn't even do the rotation system last year. I just let whoever wanted to sit at a desk sit at a desk because the kids last year loved sitting on the floor more. These kids, not so much. Got a little kitty squabble going on behind me. Guess he told her. Anyway, oh, it's the 2 boys sparring. Yeah, they're both fixed, so it's not like a domination as far as she's my woman thing. They're just, you know, probably vying for top cat or something. Anyway, I'm top cat. Get over it. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, they get kind of vicious. My Pikachu cat, my yellow kitty, he likes to head thump. I mean, you can hear it. It's like, it's hard. I'm like, dang, you're going to knock their skull. Jeez, crazy cat. Yeah, life of a cat. It's got to be strange. Okay. Oh, I got to get supper going, so I will check back in with you later. Here is the awesomeness of our supper. I have a little bit of chicken and a lot of sweet potato and a little bit of cheesy green beans. Yum! Bon appetito!